that's going to be my next question.
Next question. I know it's coming.
From a badminton player
Yeah.
to an artist, how come you picked up art? One, you were so good in badminton, so why didn't you be a player
Pursue it
then? Why didn't you
further.
pursue it as a career?
See, what happened is post juniors means
Right.
2 3 things that I can now pinpoint and say is one is like, see, you realize that you're not getting any better, you know,
Right.
and I think it's the right time to decide whether you want to really continue it further. And my dad, see, he said if you were Madhuri 3 inches taller, I would have said okay, you continue, because when out of juniors it's a different ball game altogether.
Correct.
You have to be stronger, taller, larger.
Right.
You know, little bit more to actually reach. Otherwise, you're just spending double the amount of effort to reach, and you're not going to get where you need to get. And I think I always liked to draw and paint and color. Draw, paint, color. This is
Right.
my whole thing. In school, I used to be very good at what I did. That again, my teacher used to say, good for everything. My friends used to say, I think your teacher likes you. And
Yeah.
art being such a subjective thing,
Right.
what is good, what is bad, what is good, you know, what is nice or not nice is very difficult. I mean, I think art is more difficult than a sport that way, because sport you win or lose and there it's decided.
Correct.
But art won't. How do you decide whether a piece of art is good or not? And that I think eventually,
So your liking for
it was,
drawing
yeah,
and coloring
was,
make you to
yeah.
the next step of getting yourself enrolled in an art school, or
No, that what happened is then in college I was still playing badminton, right?
Right.
So we had interstate, intervarsity till
Right.
juniors. So in my entire college life, the easier thing for me was to go into Ferguson, because that was the one thing which everybody did. Anyone
Correct.
who was able to get admission into Ferguson, that was the nice. The crowd was
The
good. You're
best
supposed to go
college.
there, yeah.
Right.
And I got admission for science as well that time, because my marks were really good for SSC. We were probably the last of the SSCs or second last or whatever. But I couldn't cope up with science because I was playing tournaments and traveling,
Right.
and so then I moved on to arts. Then I said the next best thing to do in art, I can't just do English or something. So then I did economics. So I did economics honors, because I thought that was probably little easier to understand, easier to do, and something you can say, okay, I was a graduate of economics,
Right.
rather than say English. You know, we never considered English like, okay. And then, so badminton continued. But
Right.
post like 77, 78, I stopped playing competitive. Not stopped playing competitive, but I was out of juniors. I did
Right.
play till 83, but it was not with the same zest. You know, I mean, sort of. I used to play tournaments, interstate and all, but not to
That did not give you so
it
much
didn't,
of
yeah. And I
happiness
started
and-
painting. So
Okay.
first I started painting. Were with I had 2 3 tutors. You know, like we all
Right.
normally start with something.
Right.
And then slowly I started painting, and right from my first few paintings, I would say that people started appreciating. Somebody used to say, give it to me, it's my birthday. Somebody used to say, can I take this? I used to say, sure. Somebody used to say, oh, take this 100 rupees, will you make a painting for me? It started like that. And so I think my career more started because people started liking what I was doing.
Right.
Including, I remember in school, I told you everyone's submissions I used to help
Used
with.
to,
So
yes.
then my mother said that for later on when I had my show and everything. And what happened is, while I was painting, so I decided that I was very fortunate, because I think some things turn your life, you know, into like which are things that turn your steer your career in a direction, you can
Right.
say. So one was at the race course. My dad met Maharani Gayatri Devi, and he knew her because of his badminton connection at the Jaipur Palace.
Right.
You know, when he played his nationals.
Right.
So he said, my daughter paints. Would you, he used to say, Highness. So would you come and see her work?
Right.
So she was very gracious. He actually picked her up, brought her home, and she saw my first initial works. And she was really, I mean, really sweet. And I kept just looking at her because she was so beautiful.
Right.
And she said that beautiful. She kept she really liked the work. But I didn't know until I got my first show in Jahangir. I got a call from Jamshedji Bhaba of Tata's, and he said that I missed this show, and you won't believe it. I mean, there are such amazing stories in my life, I think. Now, when I was, so from 8, I'm coming to now 83, let's say.
Okay.
So, then I was a little more serious about my work, okay?
But
Because
did
by
you
that time
study
I
art?
already, yes.
You said honors in economics,
yeah,
right?
So from 83 to 88, again I pursued my art studies.
From where did you do it?
SNDT, Bombay
SNDT?
University, and I
Okay.
finished my masters in 88.
Okay.
But before that, in 86, I had my first show.
Right.
in Pune.
Okay.
And how did that happen? It was because literally I had had such a big collection by then. People were already picking up my work. This whole Maharani Devi story had still happened.
Right.
And then I said, Gitanjali Kirloskar, if you know.
Yes.
Now she is an avid art collector, and also she's a very good friend of mine. Like one of
Right.
the, I was probably her first friend and of course family. But when she got married in
Okay.
'83, so we got really close, and she is very interested in art. So she kept looking at, and then by the from '83 to '86, she saw what I was doing. She said, "Why don't you just book a gallery and have an art show?" I said, "No, no, are you crazy? I mean, art show and me, no."
Right.
So she said, "No, you should do it. Why not?" I said, "Not so soon." She said, "No, just do it. Now, why don't you do
Right.
it?" So I had a show at Bal Gandharva. I had Mr. S.L. Kirloskar who inaugurated, and you won't believe it, that show in 3 days I sold like 45 works out of 60. And everybody said, "Oh, we didn't know you paint, we didn't know you paint."
Right.
And I mean, 9 years I was only painting from 77 to 86.
Right.
So, like I say, the whole story started because of, and art needs appreciation. If people don't say nice and
Yeah.
they don't like, if like a singer or a dancer, I think everybody needs to appreciate that art needs appreciation.
Right.
Without appreciation, there is no art. So that sort of
Motivated you more.
motivated me, yeah. And my first show in Jahangir in '88, I had my first show.
Right.
That's when everybody said that you need to, why don't you have Jamshedji Bhaba inaugurate your show? So those days you're very bold when you're young. So I just
Yes.
called up his secretary and I said that, I want him to inaugurate. So she said, "Madhuri, he doesn't do these things because otherwise every day he'd be inaugurating art shows." So I
Right.
said, "Fair enough." So I closed the phone. I had two other very eminent, one collector and one minister who had like was a bachelor in 17, 18 degrees he had those days. So I was quite impressed. So I had these two chief guests for the show got over, you won't believe it. And in '88, I had finished my exam. I just came back, gave my exam.
Right.
And on the last day, I remember I got like 4 calls from Mr. Jamshed Bhaba's office saying that, "Oh, I missed this show, this card is here." My wife also told me we should go. And he didn't tell me about Maharani Gayatri Devi that time, but he told me that, so he asked me a few more details. That did you sell, what was the price, who bought it, what happened, how was the response?
Okay.
And he said, "Okay, next time you come and show me some of your works." I said, "Okay." So when I went there, to my surprise actually, he said that, Maharani Gayatri Devi had written a letter to me introducing your work. So would you like a copy of that? So I said, "Yeah." I'm not going to ask for anything
Right.
that a correspondence which is so personal, but they should now have a copy of that, which I think, I don't know whether you've seen, but it's in some of the books. Actually what she had
written
that,
about.
yeah, written. So
Yeah.
it was very sweet of him to give it to me also.
Yeah.
And then he sort of picked up some works and he put them onto the Tata Enterprises calendar that year, the next
Right.
year, along with M.F. Hussain, Anjali Menon, Lakshman
Oh.
Shrestha, all the big greats. So I was like, somewhere along you feel that, okay, maybe you're doing the right thing.
You're somewhere unique.
Yeah.
So you're there.
No, I mean, you more than that maybe see, art is always a very, still for me today, whether you're doing the right thing or, because there's nothing like a right
Right
thing.
or wrong.
Yeah. And art is about doing something which nobody has done. It has to be unique. At the
Yes.
same time, people have to like it.
Correct.
So it's like quite a shot in the dark, if you ask me,
Right.
because you are doing something and it has to be like something that you do relentlessly over a long period of time. So you create your own back kind of a brand which
Right.
has to be accepted, right?
Right.
And it has to be unique also. So
So that's your journey
the
started
whole
in
challenge
about
is
83.
about that, yeah.